hear the boom of something that I had forgotten to describe to you, but since you entered the cave, about every 2 minutes, you hear the boom of the crashing of water within, deeper within the cave.
Holy shit!
Which is what you assume it got its name for.
Alright.
Wave Echo Cave. So it's the echoing of waves crashing within the cave.
Holy shit, he said the name.
Oh my god!
Roll
the credits.
And this boom. That is the start of combat. So, Finn... He has no ranged weapons. Okay. Because they are up on the ceiling, so they're 30 feet above you right now, because they haven't had a chance to actually detach and fire at you because of the rapier warning. So good on Nick for continuing to use that. He's going to throw his spear at one of the Scourges. He got a 15, which will hit. He does 5 damage. Spear gets thrown, pierces through the Scourge. It dies, collapses, falls to the ground, and so does his spear. He will move over to his spear, and I guess bonus action, pick it up. And then it's his turn again, so he'll throw the spear at another one. Hit again, does 4 damage, kills another one.
What the?
Goes over, picks the spear up again. So 2 of the creatures are already dead. Robert, that's you.
I'm gonna fart into my loot, and I'm gonna need one of them to make a wisdom saving throw.
What are they trying to be?
14.
14? They got a 2.
Fantastic.
What are you casting?
I am casting Vicious Mockery.
Going with the cantrip.
Or fart damage.
4, just... And the Scourge... Is there anything on here about intelligence? No. They can be as dumb as they want to, and they will still get hurt.
As they want to.
You can always read and get smarter. It just hears the fart with its 2 intelligence, still realizes it's being insulted, and dies. It just glares at you, has a mini heart attack, collapses, and falls off the ceiling dead.
Yay!
Frito, that's you.
Frito will just cast a firebolt at the one of them on the ceiling.
All right, give me a roll.
18.
That will hit.
It's gonna do 2 damage.
Blast of fire releases from Frito's hand. That's how you cast your magic, sort of.
Biden blast.
Iron Man style.
Biden blast.
Iron Man style. Got it. The fire shoots forward, hits the Scourge, and you have cooked Scourge falling to the floor as it dies. If you guys aren't getting the picture, these creatures are very weak.
They have like 1 or 2 health.
Yeah. Anything else from Frito?
Nope, that'll be it.
So you sort of shake your fists, and then fire comes out of somewhere. Oris, that's you.
Okay.
And you don't have disadvantage.
There's 2 left.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just trying to think. I've got my shield over my head. I'm screaming like, not bats, anything but bats!
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Give me a minute.
And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast one of them. And I
100% forgot. I had the fucking map.
I just assumed we were theatering of the mind.
I'm just stupid. And then, like, most of these guys are dead. I guess Finn sort of moved over here to pick up his spear. You Eldritch blasting one of them.
I shout, I'm firing my laser! And I...
Alright, give me a roll.
Ooh, that's not bad. What's more? Plus 5, 18.
18 hits. You hit something!
Oh my god.
You do +3, right? For...
Yeah, I mean, I got 6, so I
okay.
assume it's dead.
Yeah, it's... You obliterate another blood bat thing.
Bastard!
Anything else?
I continue to hide under my shield.
Alright, next up is the one remaining Scourge, who's going to go down and attack, flies down, the 30 feet and attempts to attack Robert. Does a 7 hit you?
No.
All right, it missed. That's its one
Oh.
turn.
I hope he
Next
doesn't
up
suck my dick.
is
I mean, blood.
Gundren, who will just shoot it with his pistol.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's got a pistol.
Yeah, you just see him pull out this flintlock gun and
He's got a Glock in his robot.
and
He shot still 38.
the last Stridge dies.
Oh
'Cause he can't do less than 5 damage.
my god.
So they're all dead.
Clearly,
That was a spider.
these great fiends will be the scariest thing we fight in this place. Anything scarier than that, quite frankly, will make me poop my britches.
So everyone gets, get this, 25 experience.
Hell yeah. We're living the good life now. Oh, we're making our way towards level 5.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, these guys aren't the best at getting experience for you. But you also don't have to get use any spell stuff and whatever.
Or take damage.
Yeah. So now that you've gone out of combat, you take time to look around down the different paths.
Can we investigate the skeleton room to see if there's any loot?
Yeah, just looking around at the skeletons.
Yeah, I mean, I guess since they're skeletons, it should be relatively easy to spot. Natural 1.
Matt, these are a bunch of skeletons. There's some bones.
I pick up a bone and I start swinging it like a sword and I throw it away. It's like
know?
walking on Legos. Ow!
No one else looks around? Alright. As you look down the tunnels and explore a little bit more, you see that the reliefs are more of like celebrations of what was happening in the cave, and it doesn't really tell history, unfortunately. But you do see directly to the south the collapsed ruins of a tunnel, which, if anyone wants to give me history, I suppose?
That's south.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Holy
Alright.
shit. I think I got a 14. No, 12.
Looking to the south, you notice the collapsed cave-in, and just based on what the reliefs you see in this room and the tunnel heading down, you believe that that was once the entrance way of Echo Cave.
We should probably go look at those other rooms then. Wait, I don't know that. He hasn't said that to us.
Do you share that, Frito?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I'm going to give you guys like 3 minutes to discuss what you want to do.
Well, lads, we've made it to the place.
Lads on tour.
Yes! We should get tattoos after we're done. To celebrate the occasion. We could get We Killed Kyle, 20 whatever year it is.
Kyle versus lads on tour, but Kyle's crossed out.
Yeah, and under it it says Chrome Lords, Civil Lords, but Chrome Lords is crossed out. Chrome Lords. Thank God we got that sword of yours, Frito. It's
I like to eat it.
continuously come in handy.
Yeah, we'll need it in a place like this.
Yes. Don Augusto is still watching over us.
Indeed. Glad I was able to avenge him.
Yes. Now that Lenny's dead, you can put your full focus into leading Phandelver into a new age. Golden Age.
Clearing this cave out would be
Alright.
a big help.
I say
Alright,
we
well-
wander down towards the cave-in and check out those 2 rooms.
Yes.
Y'all head on down. You eventually get to the crossroads, and you notice 2 doors on either side. Which way do you wish to go first?
I'm gonna go... If I'm walking down, I'm gonna go over here.
Going over there. Alright, you approach the door. You open it and go inside?
I don't go inside, I just open it.
Alright.
Actually, I knock.
You knock.
I'm gonna learn from my mistakes.
You do not get a reply.
Frida, what happens if nobody replies to the knock?
Well, we just gotta walk in like we own the place then.
Ah, yes, of course. Alright, I push the door open. I kick it open.
You kick the door open and walk inside.
Yeah. Who's them? Who's their door?
What? Ah, there a bugbear having weird coitus in here?
There is not.
That's a weird shaped
you
room.
break the door down and step inside. People continue to sort of crawl behind you, but this is a tight space, so there's not a lot of room. Splintered stone benches and heaps of rubble from a partially collapsed ceiling fill this room. Amid the ruined stone bunks and toppled weapon racks are 8 corpses, including the rotting remains of 2 ogres.
Ugh.
What would you like to do?
So it smells in here.
It does.
Alright, I back out.
As you back out,
What was that?
you back out and you start making your way out of the door, and you hear as all the creatures stand up and start shuffling their way towards you.
Go back to sleep.
Ah!
And
These guys are way less scary than the Stridges.
you see the animated corpses of 6 dwarves and 2 ogres stumbled away.
What the fuck were they doing here?
And with that, we are going to roll initiative. My timer was, it specifically said 1 round after a living creature enters, so I set my timer for 6 seconds.
Hilarious.
Do initiatives.
I got a 16.
16,
14.
14. Andrew?
I had 16 as well.
All right, let's start. First up is Finn, who's seeing the zombies. He sort of gauges around, looking at everyone else. Are we giving off vibes of we're going to try to fight, or are we running?
I look like I'm getting ready to conjure magic.
All right. Which makes sense, because your contract with Gundren is to clear out the cave of monsters. So
Yeah. This is gonna be Gundren's office when we're done.
and that's as far as he can go, because he comes in range of this, but he's going to strategically move around the zombie. And then Finn is going to stab it with his spear. 16, which hits, and then he does 1d6. So he does 8 damage to the zombie dwarf. He's then going to use his bonus action as a polearm master to butt it with the end of his spear.
Yeah, he's master of that pole.
He got an 8, which is enough to hit. And then this does another 6 damage. Because he got a nat 20, he gets to go again. So you see Finn run in, stab the zombie, hit it with the back of his spear, and then swing it back around and attempt to, because I haven't rolled the hit yet. He attempts to slice it with the front of the spear again, and then he once again butts it with the end. So he's gonna whack this thing 4 times in one turn. So he hits with the tip of the spear, but only does 4 damage, and then he crit. He is a champion fighter, so he crits on a 19 or a 20, and he got a 19 on the dice.
Oh my god.
Crits with his whack of the back of the spear, so he's going to do 4 plus 2 for 6 plus 3 for 9 more damage. Anyone who wants to give me a insight check. Or
22.
Yeah, 22? Yeah, I'd say that does it. Anyone else?
15.
15? 13. I say Oris and Frito notice
I get fucked,
this.
Robert.
Robert doesn't. Gerald is already aware of this as a fighter of all that is unholy, so he studied zombies in his rise to being a paladin. You notice that because he did a supremely successful, otherwise a critical hit on this zombie, it automatically bypassed the magic binding it together, so the zombie breaks and the magic supplying it collapses immediately and it falls down dead.
So, would that have happened if he got a crit but didn't do its full damage?
You don't think so,
Okay.
but you think it bypassed whatever surge of magic continues to supply zombies with life sometimes. In one go, he brought down one of the zombies, and with his remaining movement, he'll move forward to engage another one.
What a fucking legend this guy is.
So Gerald's next. So Gerald's going to move in. He's going to go 1, 2, squeeze past you, 4, and go up towards the
what in here?
zombie. Bonus action. He says "Gnar" once again, and his sword erupts into fire because he sheathed it when you guys did the rest. So his fire, his blade is once again rolling in fire, and he swings upon the zombie. 10 plus 7 for 17, which is enough to hit the zombie. So he's going to, once again, you see the fire of his blade, but then you also see like a radiant light start emitting from it as well as he smashes down into the zombie. So he's going to divine smite, because that is where this really specializes against undead. So this is going to do 4d6, 2 from the slashing, 2 from the fire, and then it's going to do 2d8 from doing a regular divine smite, plus an extra d8 for them being undead.
Holy shit.
So Gerald's about to, unless I roll horribly, he's about to wreck a zombie.
The zombie destroyer has returned.
Yep. And then he gets to add 5 to the damage at the end of this. Unfortunately, he got 2 1s on some of the divine smites. So he got
Loser!
1, 2, 6, 9,
My favorite rapper.
13, 15, 19, plus 5. So he does 24 damage. It really hurts it. Looks like he took off about a third of his health in one hit. So that is his turn. That brings us to Oris.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Shatter right here so it gets these 2.
It's a 10-foot radius, right?
I don't know actually. Let me check.
Like 10 or 15.
Shatter.
10-foot radius. So it would get Gerald if you cast it there.
Oh wait, so how?
You can move it to the left and get this guy as well.
Oh, it's way bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's pretty large.
Yeah. So if you cast it directly on that zombie, you'll get the ogre zombie and this extra zombie over here.
Okay, cool. Constitution roll.
So are you casting it here? Or do you want to cast it here and get 4 people?
I'll cast it there then.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What are they trying to...
13.
One of these... 13? We got 2 fails and 2 successes.
Okay, I'll take it. It's 3d8.
Damage anyway.
Which is going to be 18 damage.
Alright. So, boom!
2 7s and a 4.
You hear the boom of thunder within the room to match the boom of the crashing of water. This time it has... You time it just right so they happen at the same time, so this time it has physical ramification for these zombies. So you said 18. Alright. Half of 18 is 9, so we got 9 and 9. It looks like the spell extremely affected the zombie closest to you and the ogre zombie, whereas the other 2 did better and only took half damage.
I start doing the ancient Dwargar dance and I gritty at the door. Actually, I'm going to move out of the doorway so I'm not in the doorway.
Okay. Well, that's Robert.
All right. Robert's gonna pull up right behind your boy, pat him on the back, hit him with protection from evil and good.
So he now has protection from evil and good. What does that do?
Creatures of undead have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target and cannot frighten, possess, or charm him. But they're zombies, so that's not happening.
Okay. There we go. And how long does that last?
10 minutes. I'm gonna temp health on Finn. Unless,
so your temp health...
Does he already have temp health? Or...
Yes. From...
Okay, never mind. Then my turn's up.
The only person without temp health is the robot right now.
Right.
Okay, Frito, that is you.
Okay, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm gonna firebolt this one. Bite and blast.
Alright,
Bite and blast.
give me a roll.
22.
That will hit.
It's gonna do 7 damage.
7 damage. Alright. Alright, you launch the fire, and it splashes against the zombie, and it stumbles, but you notice that whatever's binding it together, unlike other times you've seen it collapse and fall to the ground, doesn't, and it resurges, barely held together at this point, but still up.
Okay, I'm gonna cunning action try and hide because I'm in the corner, and I'm gonna hide behind the dead zombie.
Alright, give me a stealth roll.
24.
8. You believe you are hidden.
Boom.
Next up are the zombies. This one is going to lumber over here. I have another one. How much movement are these guys? These guys. Okay, 20 feet. 1, 4. So this one's going to dash over here. You can get there, and then this one will dash over here. Then that leaves this ogre zombie unable to get anywhere, so it sort of just lumbers forward and stops. But then we're going to have a bunch of attacks. We're going to have one attack on Robert. Does a 18 hit.
Yeah.
All right. The zombie slams its fists into you, and you take 6 damage.
Whoa.
And then we're going to have one...
I'll shield on one of them.
It only does one attack. I'm saying in its one attack, it slams its fists into you twice.
Ah, yes, very good. Alright, then I'll just shield on that.
Alright, the shield pops up. Your AC is now at like 22.
Huzzah! 21.
21. So the fists just slam into the magical energy of the shield, where one's going to attack Gerald with disadvantage. It got a nat 1 and a 3, so it would have missed anyway. And then we're going to have 3 zombies all attack Finn. So we got 2 18s and a 6 to hit Finn. Finn's AC is 19, so he skillfully blocks all the attacks with his shield and parries them off with his spear.
Actual beast.
You guys recruited apparently a very strong person to join you. Then the ogre is going to slam its morning star that it's carrying into Gerald, and he misses because of the disadvantage granted to him by Gerald's protection. Actually, the ogre hadn't gone yet, but that happens after Gundren's turn, I guess. So Gundren, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, sort of go here, and his robot ally has a movement of 40 feet. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and get here. And then it is going to... the robot... You see the robot pull its metal arm back, and it just becomes imbued with a reddish hue of force energy, and it slams it into one of the zombies. And it hits, and it does 6 force damage to this zombie next to Robert. But then Gundren also gets to go. What the fuck can Gundren do? He just pulls out his gun, and what is its range? Yeah, he shoots the same zombie that his robot attacked. So he gets a +6 to this. He hits, and this does a D10, 11 damage to the zombie, which is enough to break, once again, the magic binding it, and the zombie's head snaps back, bullet wound in the skull, and it collapses to the ground. You guys got some powerful allies. Now it's the ogres. It swung and missed at Gerald, and that brings us back up to Mr. Finn, who, noticing the weaker zombie up here, is going to attack that one. He hits, so he does 8 damage to it, and then he swings the butt of his spear around, hits again, and does another 4 damage to it. Not quite enough to bring it down. But that is Finn's turn, which means next up is Gerald, who is once again going to swing at the ogre zombie. He got a 14, which is enough to hit. He's going to Divine Smite again, so this is once again 4d6s and 3d8s. He does 30 damage to the ogre. He once again cuts another third of the ogre's health away, but he is now out of spell slot, so he can no longer Divine Smite. That brings us to Oris.
Well. I can shatter again and get all these people, right?
Yeah, you go right here.
I think right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go right here, you can
You
get...
just can't get these two bottom ones.
Yeah, you can get these two zombies that are very low, and the two
Yeah,
ogres.
both ogres.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
We got Constitution saving throw, 2 ogres, 2 not ogres. You know what's funny? You know those really big dice I bought when we were hanging out last time? I've been using them for the ogres. It's like, oh, the ogres are big. Let's use the big dice. It's a 13, right? That they're trying to beat.
Yeah.
All right. We got 3 failures and 1 success.
Nice.
And
This is going great for me. Damage not as great this time. 8.
8. Okay, so I need... All right. Another blast of energy. This time not in sync with the echoing of the waves because it's only been 6 seconds. And not 2 minutes. I see the... Whatever is making the zombie cling to life shatters in one of the 2 dwarf zombies, and it collapses to the ground, once again lifeless. You see the farther away ogre zombie resisted the damage, so he is fine. The other 2 took full damage, but the other dwarf zombie still clings to life.
Fucker. Alright. I move here and end my turn.
All right, Robert, that's you.
All right. This zombie is still alive.
Yes.
All right. And I stand on the corpse.
Yep. And we have established that.
Good. I'm going to stab it.
All right.
Rapier gives me a +5. Hurrah! That's 23.
Yeah, that hits. How much damage?
8 damage.
8 damage. All right. It still stands.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that one specific zombie's been rolling very well. Anything else, Robert?
No, that's the end.
All right. Frito, that's you.
Frito will just move up here and attack this ogre zombie, the rapier.
All right. You lose your stealth because you move out of hiding behind the dwarf. No advantage, but you still will get the sneak attack hit.
23.
That hits.
All right, let's see. That'll be 12 damage.
Pierce into the ogre, weakening its clinging to this false life.
Then I'm gonna disengage, hop back, and go right there.
Right. Beautiful turn. Next up are the zombies who can't move. So we're going to have 2 attack Finn, 1 go after Robert. All right. So let's start off with the one against Robert. An 18 would hit you, correct?
Yes.
You see that just before the zombie hits you, Gundren's robot sort of comes to life and reaches its arm out and sort of smashes its hands into the attacking zombie, so now it has disadvantage.
Raw.
And I assume a natural 1 does not hit you.
No.
So the robot blocks the zombie from hitting you. Then the other 2 swing on Finn.
Leave my boy alone. They hating.
They get a plus. Okay, so 1 smashes into a shield, doing nothing. The other one bypasses his defenses and hits him, and he takes 6 damage, which he still has his temp HP up. That brings us down to Gundren. So the robot is going to go after this weakened zombie got a natural 20. The zombie, because of the crit, crumbles, and its false life ends. The robot did stuff, boys. Gundren wasn't a complete waste of time recruiting, so he's going to move up a little bit. He actually doesn't have line of sight, so he's going to move right onto the other side. He started here. He'll move down a little bit. He's going to go after this zombie down here. He hits. That's a D. He does 9 damage to that zombie. That is at the end of his turn. So we got the 2 ogres. One is going to move forward. One is going to swing on Gerald. One is going to swing on Robert. Okay. Both hit. Gerald gets hit with a 24. Robert gets hit with a 25. Gerald takes 11 damage as this Morningstar smashes into his armor, and Robert takes 13 damage as he gets smashed by a giant ogre. That brings us back to Fen, who's going to go after this weakened zombie to hopefully finish him off. He got a natural 1, so he misses first time with his spear, but then he goes back for the butt and hits with the butt of the weapon. Does 6 damage. That then brings us to Gerald, who is going to try to finish off the ogre zombie. He hits, so he's going to do 4d6 worth of damage. He does 18 damage to the ogre zombie, whose life, whatever drew him back to the material plane fails, and it goes down dead. That brings us to Oris. Actually, Gerald will move forward. How long does protection against good and evil work?
10 minutes.
Okay.
So, like 100 turns.
Yeah. All right. Oris, that's you.
Okay. Well, I'm out of spells, so I'm gonna, I guess, creep back into the room and Eldritch Blast this guy.
All right. Give me a roll.
18.
18 hits.
And that'll be 12 damage.
All right. You blast with the force damage of the Eldritch Blast, pointing your sword forward. It smashes into the zombie, and it crumbles back to unlife.
I'm gonna move up here.
All right. Robert.
All right.
Fire in my
I'm
light.
taking out the loot. And I'm gonna need the ogre zombie to make a wisdom saving throw.
And this is for what spell?
Vicious Mockery. Again.
Vicious Mockery. What was it trying to beat?
14.
It does. It got a 15.
Fuck you.
This
All right,
creature is undead and unable to understand what you're saying.
I squeeze my butt cheek, give myself temp HP, and end my turn.
All right. Frito, that's you.
Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and rapier the ogre.
All right, give me a roll.
16.
That hits.
18 damage.
Oh my.
You heavily wound the ogre, but it is still up.
I'll disengage and step 2 feet back, or 10 feet back. Bubble.
All right. Next up are the zombies. One is going to swing at Finn. It misses, and then the ogre is going to swing at Gerald. It misses. But that will happen in the future because I once again skipped Gundren's turn. The robot swings around and is going to once again punch essentially the zombie. It hits the zombie. The zombie takes 3 damage. That is the robot. Gundren is then going to follow up by shooting the same zombie. He hits. That does a D10. Zombie takes a further 9 damage from the force punch of this robot and of a flintlock going off and slamming into it, heavily wounding the zombie. That brings us to the ogre, who missed Gerald, and then it brings us back to Finn, who's going to go after the remaining small zombie near him. He critted again on another 19. So he's going to do 14 damage, and the zombie collapses to the floor once again, unliving. He will then turn and strike the ogre with the butt of his spear, hitting, though not critting, and doing 5 damage. That then takes us to Gerald, who will then attack the ogre zombie. 2 plus 7 is 9, so that hits. We'll do 4d6s. He's going to do 6, 11, 13, 15, 20 damage to the ogre. It's his turn. That brings us to Oris.
This ogre is going to taste my wraith.
Oh, you're going to approach and stab.
Yes. Technically it does less damage, but Oris is ready.
Now that all the other zombies are dead, I can do this.
9?
9 will hit.
Holy shit. 7 damage. I'm trying to cut him open like I did the goblin.
Unfortunately, that doesn't quite work yet, but everyone collectively is slowly managing to whittle away the ogre zombie's health. That takes us to Robert.
All right. Robert's going to stab it.
All right, give me a roll.
Is a 17 going to hit it?
Yeah. You know they have ridiculously low AC.
Because it's huge. 10.
In damage. You believe it's on its last vestiges of unlife.
Rah! And my turn.
And your turn. Frito.
Frito will pull up and hopefully administer the final blow.
All right, give me a roll.
12.
That hits.
We're gonna do, let's see, 4, 10, 13 damage.
13 damage. That is enough to end whatever magic is holding the zombie together. It collapses to the floor, once again enjoying the afterlife. Yep. Final Fantasy music plays. Or whatever. That's not how it goes.
I just start stabbing the ogre.
Everyone gets 200 experience from that.
Let's go.
Just keep in mind, it would be more, but your 2 companions siphon away XP from you.
Kill them.
That is how I balance this out, though. So
that's me stabbing the ogre.
you stab the ogre a bunch.
Oh.
You have successfully cleared out one of the rooms.
Whew.
This is 2 areas with monsters that have been cleared out by the Silver Lords.
I'm gonna loot the zombies.
I think literally all they have on them are the 2 morning stars that the ogres were carrying.
Can I get their hunger for brains?
No.
I'm going to run out of the room and go to the other door.
You run out of the room and head for the other door. Anyone else follow, or are you guys all still chilling in the room you were in?
I'm gonna sit down and start taking a short rest.
Alright. I'll say Gundren probably stays with Frito. So Frito, what do you do if anyone follows you?
I'll just take a short rest too.
You guys sit down and prepare for a short rest. Robert, what do you do when you approach the door?
I'm going to throw open the door, assuming that there are more zombies inside.
You throw open the door and find there are no creatures inside.
Oh, thank God.
This chamber was once an office or storeroom. A large stone counter bisects the room, set with 3 dusty balance scales made of iron. Cubbyholes carved into the north wall are stuffed with crumbling paper scraps. Several long dead corpses sprawl across the floor.
Ooh. I'm gonna search around the room, see if there's anything valuable in here.
Alright, give me investigation.
It is a natural 20 plus 3.
Alright, looking around, you noticed on some of the ledgers and stuff just general recording weigh-ins and distributions of gold and minerals and stuff in Dwarvish, but you do notice behind the counter a lockbox.
Ooh. How heavy is it? Or at least, is it pick upable?
Yeah, you could probably pick it up.
Alright, I'm gonna pick it up and bring it into the other room and plop it in front of Frito.
All right, you bring it into the other room, then follows, and you plop it down in front of Frito.
What's your robot's name, Gundren?
I haven't named it.
Oh, what the fuck?
I mean, I made it like 10 minutes ago, and I've been focusing on my brother's death, seeing if my other brother's alive in here.
Tharden
and
2.
Clearing out the cave. No.
How about this? You either name it Tharden 2 or you give me that fucking cloak back.
How about neither?
Dwarves. Can't live with them.
The fuck is this thing you plopped in front of me, Big Bobby?
I think there's cool stuff inside of it, and I want you to try to open it.
Word. I will try and use sleight of hand to open it.
Alright. Do you have any thieves' tools?
Yeah.
Alright, give me a roll.
17.
Is that what you got on the dice, or did you add sleight of hand?
I added sleight of hand.
Alright, you fumble around with the locking mechanism. Unfortunately, you are not able to open it.
Ah! Can I use the thieves' tools and try to open it myself?
Are you proficient in them?
Probably not.
Why don't you just have Gerald pick it up and slam it really hard on the ground?
Yeah, we can try that. Last time I tried that didn't work, but that was me.
Hopefully there's nothing valuable that could break easily in there.
It could also break if we did that, so I can try, though.
I could Eldritch Blast it.
That's probably a better first option. I'll throw it in the corner by the door. Not throw it, but set it.
Yeah, I guess I'll aim for the lock on it.
Alright, give me a roll.
This could not go bad. My Eldritch Blast is +5, so 16.
You blast the container. It looks like a little scratched, dented, but it did not open.
Oh. Fucking hell. This thing's tough.
Anyone want to try with thieves' tools or anything?
Could I jam the Wraith Blade in there and then kick the Wraith Blade?
Gundren takes his own thieves' tools and he tries himself because he's apparently proficient in them. Not sleight of hand though. So, yeah, he also doesn't unlock it.
God damn it! Alright, Gerald, smash it.
Your strength?
Knock its block off.
That doesn't work either.
Ah!
Actually, 15 already done damage. Let's see.
I ask it really nicely. He's open.
Yeah, that doesn't give it a bonus. That doesn't work either.
I'm gonna use my crowbar to try to pry it open.
Go ahead.
What kind of roll would that be?
Strength. It's pure strength.
6 minus 1, 5.
No. Gerald can try with proper tools this time, though.
I hand him the crowbar.
Yeah. So Gerald, now with proper tools and not just like smashing a chest on the floor, expecting it to open, that's made of metal. you hear the locking mechanism, and then break open and the chest opens.
Huzzah! I open it.
Uh,
Lord. Then it
you
agrees.
open it, and inside you find 600 copper pieces, 180 silver pieces, 90 electrum, and 60 gold.
Ooh, we're rich.
This must have been the last pay chest before the mine got attacked.
So why do you guys think there were both zombie ogres and zombie dwarves together in this room?
We're getting freaky.
Gungeon speaks up. Well, I mean, most likely whatever caused the cave to collapse and whatever magical backlash happened killed the dwarves who were fighting ogres in the room.
So these are old ass zombies. Why are
That
they
is
zombies?
yes, as well. Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh, there's a fucking necromancer in here. I knew it. If we find Homuncost in here, I'm gonna flick his necromancer head.
Who? Is that a friend of Adolf?
What do you mean who? The guy who kicked our ass?
And as you guys are having this conversation, Frito feels the familiar tingling once again, and it causes him...
We all feel
Careful,
it, right?
guys. We might have company.
I think
He feels it. He just tells us about
yeah,
it.
you all do. That makes sense.
I want to run to the door and close it.
You run to the door and close it, but the feeling is telling you to look up.
What the fuck?
Are there more Sturges?
You see a creature you've seen before in Cragmore Castle, a Grick.
Oh, fuck off. I
And
pushed...
What the fuck?
I want to get out of this room.
And we're gonna have combat again.
Fucking hell.
This creature drops from the ground back here.
Ugh.
First up is Robert.
That man was cucking our fight.
I'm gonna need it to make a wisdom saving throw. Call it a naughty boy.
Alright, give me a roll.
You need to roll for me.
Oh, yeah. What am I trying to beat?
14.
And
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Unnatural 20, so I beat it.
Oh my god. Alright, takes half damage. It's going to take 6 damage.
6 damage. Alright. The next up is Finn, who is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Dab it. Yeah, he hits. So he does 5 damage. And he's going to turn around and try to hit it with the butt of his spear. He crits. So he's going to do 9 extra damage. This thing is looking severely wounded already, but that is its turn. And it's going to lash out at our boy Finn. It misses, and it attacks with its beak, which hits. Finn's going to take 5 damage. As it whips it with its tentacle, he blocks that with his shield, and then with the opening created by that, it lunges its beak forward and bites him. Next up is Oris.
I mean, I guess I just Eldritch Blast it.
Alright, are you in range?
Yeah, 120.
Alright, yep. Go ahead.
8.
8 does not hit.
How? How did I miss? I'm gonna open the door and go on the other side.
Alright. That's Frito.
I'll just go and attack it.
Alright, give me a roll.
12.
12 will not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. I'll just disengage and move back here, and that's all I got.
Gundren moves over, shoots, hits, does 9 damage, and with a bullet to its whatever resembles a brain, it dies.
Little bitch. I don't know it's dead. I'm on the other side of the door.
That monster died, which gives everyone 75 experience.
Ooh, we're within 500.
I'll let you guys take a moment to plan what you want to do next.
Alright. So, Robert, what do you think so far?
I think if I see another Strick, I'm gonna stroke my dick. In a bad way, though.
Did you mispronounce it on purpose to get the rhyme in there, or...?
Is Strick not its name?
I think this is a Grick, and earlier we fought a Stridge,
Ah, yeah,
so
that makes
you're
more sense.
combining them together.
Ah, yes. I need to take some slithers still, and everything's molding together.
Everything's too normal.